Welcome to UNCAGED, a show that celebrates thought leadership from today's top business leaders. The program provides a voice to amazing executives from around the globe who are shaping the world of business today and mapping the path to the commerce of tomorrow. Today, we are speaking with Cristina Rutgers-Astolfi. Cristina, it's great to speak with you.
Thank you, Ben. It's lovely to be here with you as well today.
Now, Cristina is the global head of analytics at Ikea Customer Support. And if you don't know what Ikea is, I would question whether you're alive. Probably one of the most famous retail companies that impacts all of our lives. Cristina drives and leads their analytics globally to deliver transformational customer insights, enabling performance optimization and continuous value creation for Ikea customers. And in a world where it's all about data, and insights, Cristina is the person to talk to. But before we get there, Cristina, tell us a little bit about yourself and in your career.
Yeah, so thank you so much. I'm really excited to be here today. My education is on economics, and I have a master in finance and marketing, and from the famous Bologna University. And I like to say that it's the oldest university in the world.
Great.
So I'm really excited to say that. And technology and innovation are aspects that I've always enjoyed and intrigued me. And I started my career in the oil business, but I decided that it was not the type of business I wanted to work on. And I moved into technology and worked really the past years, most of my career in the technology sector. And in the past 10 years, really a lot into leading global organizations and with data analytics and trying to improve customer experience with providing really great insights. And then in December 2021, I decided to do a switch and I moved to Ikea, as you were saying, an iconic brand. I couldn't say no to Ikea. And, whenever people speak about Ikea, they have a smile in their face, and that makes me really happy. So, yes, that's in a nutshell what something about me.
Yeah, that's amazing. And you're absolutely right. It's an iconic brand, and it's something that at this point, I would imagine is part of everyone's life in some form or fashion. I was recently there as we were putting together a new apartment. So we, always head to Ikea to make sure you have everything, which is great. But tell us a little bit about what you're working on, as the global head of analytics there.
Yeah, that's Ikea. Maybe just as a context, IKEA is our vision since the company has been founded. It's to create a better everyday life for the many people, and it's a huge ambition. And then if you think about the many people, and especially now with the digitalization of our life, then really IKEA had to move into that direction as well. So IKEA is going through an amazing journey of of the digital transformation.
It's close enough. Digitalization.
Yeah,
that is one of those words that just gets caught in your mouth, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think there are many opportunities now to apply my experience to this journey, to what IKEA is trying to do, and at the same time learn from how this huge retail organization is changing into this with this new challenge of having a digital experience, deliver a digital experience to our customers and also to our co-workers. And so that's what I'm working on at the moment.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, I can imagine that at IKEA you have a treasure trove, if not perhaps maybe even too much data and trying to figure out exactly what you use and how you build this into something meaningful for kind of an omni-channel way of thinking is incredible. But when you kind of map out your thoughts on this space, what are the key areas right now that are kind of critical for folks to get right in terms of applying data to a better customer support and customer experience?
Yes, I see that there are fantastic opportunities with technology now, with AI, with virtual reality, with Meta. These are key in the retail business, and this should enable us to have more quality data, more personalized data, and also being able to use our own data in respect of the GDPR and all the privacy regulations, especially in many countries in Europe. And I think that's what makes amazing, because with that data we can really we're able to deliver more of the experiences that our customers, but also our co-workers are expecting. That's the area that I'm also working. It's so key that we don't only think about how to improve the customer experience, but also how to improve our co-workers' experience, as that will make eventually a better customer experience. So that's
and aligning it. I mean, what a moment. I purchased a sofa, not from IKEA, but from an online store. And this must have been like right in the heart of the worst part of the pandemic. And I found this beautiful sofa. It had a decent price and I purchased it. And I didn't look, and I assumed it would arrive like 2 weeks later, but there's been such pressure on the supply chain that I think my sofa didn't arrive for like 9 months. So it's a lovely sofa, but kind of a learning experience, which is, linking that customer experience data with the supply chain information. It's such a holistic need of tethering all these elements together. And what a huge challenge. I mean, during the pandemic, we've all been kind of going through lots of shifts and changes. And I see that you actually joined IKEA during the pandemic. Tell me a little bit about your experience and if you guys are operating differently and some of the insights that you've pulled from that time.
That was a time tough for everybody, I think, in the technology sector, certainly. And what you were mentioning about supply chain, I think it was across industry the challenge. And so I think you were not the only one, and that company was not the only one having those challenges. And I think it was also time where we could not travel. And then you start realizing, okay, how can I bring value in this organization, any other organization, and where can I further develop? And certainly, having worked so many years in the technology sectors, I had the opportunity to learn a lot, and I want to be able to apply somewhere else in a company that also was connected to not only to the improving the well-being of people, but also very conscious about the impact to the planet. And I've always been a very amazed by the work that IKEA has done across the years to be conscious and about the planet, and how we're using all our woods and material. And so this has been, when I was approached, I really liked the idea, and I thought that was the opportunity to join this great company.
It's, you mentioned something before, which I think is an interesting point, which is that we have this two countervailing forces moving at the speed of light. One is data, right? There's so much more information, so much more that we can do. And yet the other force, the counter force, is privacy, right? Which is the movement of things like GDPR, some of the more privacy regulations across Europe. Certainly we're seeing them in the US with CCPA, and there's been a lot of changes on the marketing side, right? Where companies are not allowed to use really anything except for first party data now. I mean, how do you see those two areas evolving? Are we going to see more privacy regulation or standardization? How do you see that shaping?
I see that first of all, I am very pro privacy, maybe because I'm European, and then I do appreciate privacy and being asked whether my data can be used. And as a company, you have already a lot of your own data, and every time that a customer connects with IKEA, that gives us also we ask also permission to use the data. And so we don't really need to go to other companies for the data. We have enough. We only need to make the best use of it, to be very conscious of how we use it, to really focus on giving an additional value to our customers and co-workers. So if you focus on that, then whatever type of regulation is coming, then you'll always be ahead of it and conform. So this is how I really see it.
Yeah, no, I think it's a really good point. I think probably other companies are going to struggle more because they don't have that data, right? Whereas you guys actually have quite a bit of first party data, and it's really kind of pulling out the insights and building that incredible experience that you talked about. So Cristina, we find ourselves in 2022. I feel like this is a big number, 2022. When you look forward, what does the future look like for what you guys are working on?
So, but for IKEA, the fiscal year 2022 is ending in a few weeks.
Oh, wow. Let's talk about 2023.
I'm actually planning for 2023. But on 2022, what was in the period that was there was a lot of preparation for this transformation, as we are trying to align with all our countries where we are, where we have our presence, and with this digital journey. And then and also preparing my global team into this new structure and of using this data and starting really bringing insights to the organization. And for fiscal year 23, that's the objective is really to move more into apply more artificial intelligence, more machine learning, being able to provide more quality data and through that really achieving our goals of this fantastic experience, being able to make it seamless for customers to whether they're coming to a store or they're coming online, where they will recognize them, we'll be able to provide experience that they're expecting from us. So it's a long journey, not easy, but that's what we are planning to do in the next months.
Wow.
Calendar year 22 and fiscal year 23 for us.
Yeah, that's really exciting. Kind of AI Kia. AI Kia. There you go. Well, listen, Cristina, it's been amazing to talk with you. If someone wanted to learn more about what you're working on at IKEA, where should they find you?
Certainly, there's on my LinkedIn profile. There's opportunity to connect with me, and I'm always very happy to share experiences and to listen to all the amazing work that people around the world are doing. So, and thank you, Ben, for having me here today.
Well, thank you. You've been speaking with Cristina Rutgers-Astolfi. She's the global head of analytics at IKEA Customer Support. We've been talking to her about all of the things that she's working on. She drives and leads the analytics globally to deliver transformational customer insights, enabling performance optimization and continuous value creation for IKEA customers. And they are working on some pretty exciting stuff in the machine learning space. And so next time you're at IKEA, you'll probably experience it. So there you go. Cristina, thank you so much for being on UNCAGED Day, and we look forward to having you back.
Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.
Cheers.